Hello and welcome to FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. 2 weeks of snow and ice have kept city crews busy. Just as they finished scraping ice left by the January 24th, 25th storm, we faced another weather event, this time snow, and a lot of it. 10.3 inches fell at the airport, making it the sixth biggest snowfall in Greensboro history. The city appreciates the community's patience as crews work to restore conditions across the city, plowing and salting 24 hours a day until all priority 1, 2, and many neighborhood roads were clear. Residents can monitor local road conditions using the city's snow and ice map at greensboro-nc.gov/snowmap. Statewide road conditions are available at drivenc.gov. A heads up about some changes coming to parking in downtown Greensboro. To improve efficiency and increase turnover in areas with high demand, the City of Greensboro will implement paid parking in several downtown surface lots. These changes follow recommendations from the 2024 Downtown Parking Plan and affect Elm Green, Elm McGee, Elm MLK paved lots, and the South Elm gravel lot. Look out for these changes the next time you drive downtown. And don't forget you can use the Park Mobile app if you're short on change for the meters. Learn more and download the app at parkmobile.io. This week, the Monks Walk for Peace should finish in Washington, D.C. You may remember the monks made a stop in Greensboro on day 86 of their journey, January 19th. Mayor Mary Kay Abuzawader and members of the City Council presented the monks with a proclamation declaring January 19th, 2026 as Walk for Peace Day in Greensboro. You can see highlights of their visit to the city on the city's YouTube page. And don't forget you can stay informed about decisions that really impact you and our city by attending or tuning in to a Greensboro City Council meeting. They're 5:30 on the first and third Tuesday of each month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The City Council meetings take place in the Katie Dorsett Council Chambers on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, only in a limited capacity, and those who choose not to be in the building can also participate virtually. City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings also are streamed live on the city's website and on Cablecast. To review the meeting schedule and agendas, visit greensboro-nc.gov. It is time for a short break, but stay with us because when we come back, we're going to check in on the nearly completed downtown Greenway and a special new resident coming to downtown. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. A new resident is moving into downtown Greensboro. He's tall, shiny, and he has a bug on his head. Okay, he's actually a piece of art, a sculpture. Dabney Sanders, project manager for the Downtown Greenway, is here to tell us about Maybe and the Bot. Hello and welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So fun. All right, so this new guy moving in, tell us about him. Where did he come from? Or she? Is it she?
Well, we're not sure.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. Okay.
So Maybe is coming across country on a truck from Portland, Oregon. Pete Beeman is the artist, and he splits his time between New York City, but has his art studio in Portland. And we're super excited to see that installation this weekend.
Okay, so how did it come to be? How did you choose Pete to do the work for this part of the Greenway?
Well, this particular location was not in the original sort of overall public art master plan, but as we were working on the Western Branch section and spending some time along that West Market Street area, we just knew that was such an important entrance into downtown for vehicles certainly coming into town, but also thinking about the number of people that will be using that. And we just thought it'd be fun to have something fun and whimsical and interactive and welcoming to downtown Greensboro. And our art selection panel did a national search of artists, and Pete's work really spoke to what we were looking for.
Yeah, a lot of fun, that's for sure. Well, let's orient ourselves a little bit. So this is on the Downtown Greenway, Market Street, as you said, kind of between Weaver Academy and Greensboro College.
Yes.
And it's along the final mile of the Greenway, this long mile that you've been working on to finish, and the final stretch of the Greenway that will be finished in May, right?
Exactly. Yes, we are shooting towards the finish line, really excited to be getting there.
Yeah, so excited. Okay, but back to the sculpture, because there's really more than meets the eye. I mean, it looks cool. It's going to be really tall, shiny, and it also moves.
It does. So it's 28 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
And the way that it moves, the robot has a hand crank on its leg that is scaled to pedestrian size.
Okay.
And when you crank that hand crank, it causes the wings of this bee, maybe, on top of the robot to move, to flap back and forth.
So fun. It's interactive art. I love it. And we can visit it on the Greenway anytime, as soon as it goes up.
Yes, exactly. That section of the Greenway is not officially open yet. It's really going to be open, we hope, in April. And of course, we're doing a huge grand opening celebration the entire month of May. And after that, it's really fair game.
Okay, so this is one installation, but there are lots of other installations that are going to be happening along this final mile over the next 3 or 4 months, right?
Exactly. We have lots of work coming up in the next couple of months along this final western branch section of the downtown Greenway. Local artist Jim Gallucci is doing a series of sculptures called Wonder of Water Walk that's really highlighting the importance of water, looking at the proximity of the College Branch stream. There we'll have a couple of artist benches installed, one for the Westerwood neighborhood, one for the College Hill neighborhood, and a few decorative crosswalks as well that will be going along that Western Branch section.
And more partners, and then more plants, of course, because I know everybody's interested in the trees and the plants and the flowers and the color that's going to come to the Greenway.
Exactly. We have very extensive landscaping. People might remember that was quite a densely covered area. A lot of invasive plants were there, and so we're really excited that we are coming back in and planting native plants that are really suitable for this area and this climate, and things that are attractive to wildlife, a lot of pollinators. It's going to be, I think, quite a magical place when we get it finished.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the return of some wildlife already. So the groundhogs especially like to call that area home. Okay, let's talk a little bit about May. So many things coming up, but and you're really going to have to just pay attention if you want to be on the list to do all these things. But what are some highlights?
I would say the highlights in May, the big highlight in May is May 16th. That's a Saturday from 11 to 2 at Cairns Course, which is the big monumental earth casting sculpture that's on this new Western Branch section of the Greenway in between Friendly Avenue and Guilford Avenue. We are hosting the big grand finale ribbon cutting of all time that day, and it should be lots of fun with some music and fun games to do, lots of food trucks, and just a great time to be excited about this final milestone.
Yeah, it's 20 plus years in the making.
Yes, 25 years in the making, we say. And so that ribbon cutting is just one highlight. We have our Wheels on the Greenway event. That's the first Saturday in May. We have about 25 other events planned throughout, and it's really appealing to people of all interests. There's a lot of fitness things, there's some environmental education classes, there's some arts and culture workshops. So I encourage people to just pay attention to our website, pay attention to the way that you find out about things going on in Greensboro, because there's something for everybody in May, and we want everybody to really be a part of that opening.
And you don't want people to wait till May, because there are things going on the Greenway this week, next week, every week in between now and that big grand opening celebration.
Exactly. Yes.
So, fitness, crafts, meetups, all the fun.
Exactly.
Love it. All right. Well, mark your calendar. The grand opening of the Greenway is May 16th. And of course, there are many, many events in between that now and then. Go to downtowngreensway.org. You can also sign up for the newsletter there. So much fun. Daphne, thanks for spending some time with us as always. And oh, by the way, welcome to Maybe and the Bot.
Yes, thank you.
All right, coming up after the break, we're going to spotlight a Greensboro department. But first, mark your calendar for these places to go, things to do on the town.
I'm Dave, and here's some special events happening this week on the town. The 23rd Annual Shriners Drag Racing and Hot Rod Expo visits the Greensboro Complex Special Events Center February 13th and 14th. See more than 150 of the area's finest show cars, drag cars, muscle cars, and more. The state's Drag Racing Hall of Fame ceremony is February 13th, and there will be live and silent auctions to benefit Shriners hospitals throughout the weekend. Learn more at shrinershotroddexpo.com. Winter Jam 2026 assembles some of Christian music's biggest names for an unforgettable night, February 14th at the First Horizon Coliseum. This year's lineup features Chris Tomlin, Matthew West, Katie Nicole, new song, and speaker Zane Black. With no tickets required and only a donation at the door, it's a night you won't want to miss. Learn more at gsocomplex.com. The Carolina Theater hosts the Two Guys Named Chris Comedy All-Stars show February 14th. This unique comedy night features talented and witty comedians E.J. Masacampo, Jeremy Elder, and Dave Landau and their unique entertainment styles. Get tickets at the box office or online at carolinatheater.com. The Greensboro Symphony Orchestra's annual Valentine's concert is February 14th at the Tanger Center. The program features Music of the Night, a tribute to three of Britain's most iconic songwriters, Andrew Lloyd Webber, Paul McCartney, and Elton John. Their hits will be brought to life by three Broadway stars in a night of music and romance. Find tickets at tangercenter.com. Stay tuned to FYI Weekly for more happenings on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents, and our visitors. So we're going to go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. Now, sometimes to make a positive change in the community, you have to shake things up a little bit, interrupt the flow, so to speak. And Letitia McNeil is doing just that as Community Safety Director for the city. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
So good. All right. I know you've just finished up something called Leading the Way Tour. What is that?
So the Leading the Way Tour is an initiative from Cities United. Cities United is a national organization that helps cities to build their comprehensive community safety plans or public safety plans. And they selected 30 cities across the country that are really doing some innovative work in public safety and building their ecosystems and really are leading the way and examples for other cities to follow.
Okay, and so there are kind of four main points I think that you're trying to hit through the tour. Can you talk through some of that?
Yeah, so it was an opportunity for us to gather community stakeholders to talk about our comprehensive community safety plan and to introduce individuals to how they can participate in the work, you know, in the building our community safety ecosystem. And also it was an opportunity just for us to bring awareness to the work that's being done in Greensboro.
And I think that's so important. So I think people hear community safety and they think, well, that's just police, but that's not what this is.
Yeah. So absolutely. So community safety is community-driven public safety. We are another entity of the public safety spectrum. So you have your police, fire, 911, and community safety. And so we focus on bringing community in to really address issues related to public safety.
Yeah. Since your work has begun with this, you know, what kinds of things stand out as having changed or been difference makers, you think, in community safety?
So what I think really is important is the coordination and collaboration with other city departments and also with our other public safety entities. So the relationships with 911, with police, with fire. I think being able to support the overall public safety ecosystem has been really important.
Yeah, and have you seen the public's perception kind of change towards all of those different public service agencies since your work has begun?
Yes, we have, and then we've also seen even our public safety folks, you know, our police department really engaging in our work and understanding that we are there to support them, and they've really been supportive in what we do.
For you, what's the best part of this job?
Working with the community and really being a bridge to bring folks in to have real change.
Yeah. You talked about getting involved. How can people get involved? What's the best way to connect and to be a part of this good work?
So our comprehensive community safety plan is available online, and it goes through different pillars of ways that people talk about safety in our community. And there's so many different entities that connect to that. So it talks about working with our community partners. It talks about working with our city officials. So just being aware of the different options and opportunities to come in and serve.
I'm hearing the more you know kind of, going to the little jingle there. Well, thank you. Thanks for the good work you're doing. Thanks for helping to keep it moving, build those bridges, make new ones, and keep the flow of information and caring really going throughout our city. Learn more about that, greensboro-nc.gov, and search community safety. All right, coming up after our break, the GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to leave you with some good news, reminders of the people who make our city great. It's our Way to Go GSO shout out, and today we have two. The first is from the history books. 66 years ago this month, Jabril Kazan and the late Major General Joseph McNeil, the late Franklin McCain Sr., and the late David Richmond Jr. sparked the sit-in movement by requesting service at the downtown Greensboro Woolworth's whites-only lunch counter. You may know them as the A&T 4. They began a movement that swept the country and changed us all for the better. And we want to shout out Greensboro residents Dr. James Hairston, Dina Hayes Green, the late Tiffany Rudd, the late Janet Ward Black, and Justin Washington, who received the 2026 Everyday Champions of Civil Rights Award from the city's Human Rights Commission. The group was honored at the HRC's annual Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Breakfast. Congratulations and thank you to our amazing neighbors. Way to go, GSO. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which air on 90.1 FM, 100.7 FM, and 90.5 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Talk City in Espanol. Plus, GTN is streaming on Cablecast. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.